We are standing in front of the Surface table and we'll start the application browser. And here we will select our climate data visualization application. When the application loads, you'll notice that it has a map as the main feature, along with some menus across the top. These menus will guide the user through the process of selecting a specific data set to interact with. We begin by selecting the contributing organization and model for the data set. In this case, we will choose the NOAA data feed. Once we do this, the application will send a request to the OGDI data service and request a list of the experiments available from this source. Next, we will select the climate of the 20th century experiment. And then we are prompted to select which run of the experiment we are interested in. Following this, we select the measurement frequency, and then the specific variable we want to look at. In this case, we will select the surface air temperature. Finally, we select a specific timestamp from the list. And then we retrieve the data from Azure. This query results in roughly 8,200 data points being sent back along with the heat map image that has been generated and served by the Azure platform. Once this has been loaded, I can interact with the data by moving my hand across the image. As I do, I can see crosshairs as a visual aid, and I can watch the dialog box in the lower left corner update and show me the values for the data represented by the point underneath my finger. The Surface is an interesting platform for interacting with scientific data, in that the naturalness of the interface encourages a certain inquisitiveness and an intimacy with the data that is hard to achieve in other mediums. If I'm interested in a specific point on the map, I can tap that location, and the program will issue a query to return the values for that point in the 10 time periods prior to and after the current period. We also have a tab that allows the user to view and interact with the raw data behind the image displayed on the first screen. Looking at the data this way helps one understand why a visualization of some sort is so helpful. Finally, we have an animation button, which allows the user to see an animation of all of the time periods for the selected variable within the current experiment set and run. This view can be invaluable as it allows one to easily see trends and patterns as they change over time. As we consider the Windows Azure platform, the OGDI SDK, and the Surface device, we are excited by the possibilities that exist for these technologies as enablers for greater understanding of the problems that we are trying to solve.